all. I hope you're having a blessed day today. This is Shannon Hipson, creator of the Mindful Awareness group on Facebook, as well as I also have a group as well called the Unstoppable Hearts group. The thing I wanted to talk about today is what does it mean to go through a spiritual awakening? You've probably heard the term spiritual awakening, and maybe some of you know what this means, and maybe some of you don't. So, when I was first starting out on my spiritual journey, I had no clue what spiritually awakening was until I actually saw the movie The Shift by Dr. Wayne Dyer, which I recommend to anybody who is seeking more fulfillment or on in their life or is on a spiritual journey of some kind. And essentially, when you go through a spiritual awakening, it's really reconnecting you with God, with Source, with Spirit, with the great divine, whatever resonates with you. And ultimately, we are one and the same. We are connected to the divine and we are one and the same. And really, a spiritual awakening is just, allowing yourself to be open and be invited to living with the Spirit of God within you, within your heart. And God awakens your soul to bring you new awareness to your life, a new perception, if you will, to the world around you. And what it reveals to us is really the truth of our limitations. And it's felt throughout your whole body, mind, and soul. And once it has happened, there's no going back. It's only going forward. And honestly, when I was going through my spiritual awakening, I was just so confused because I didn't really know what it was. And that confusion just left a hole in my world. It made me feel like something was missing, but I really didn't know what it was, and I couldn't put my finger on it. I couldn't figure it out. But the universe has a way of moving things in our path, and so we can interpret them when they come in our path as a sign. And so I was guided to the movie The Shift somehow, some way. And after watching it, that's what really changed my life. But there are some signs that you can look at in your life if you're going through a spiritual awakening or some kind of spiritual journey. And I'm going to mention a few of them. There really is a lot, but we'll go over a few. So number one, a feeling has changed inside of you. And that's what I was mentioning with myself, is I didn't really know what was going on. I just knew something was going on. There can be an awareness of your old negative habits. So for me, there was an awareness of me smoking cigarettes practically my whole life. Since I was 12 years old, I got into cigarettes, and I just kept really wanting to get rid of that habit. And so there was a deep awareness there that this is what I needed to do for my body. Another thing is, when we're spiritually awakening, to not feel good with your old entourage anymore. And, you feel the need to be alone or with new people, and new people that would be aligned with where you're heading in life, who you have become as a person. And sometimes we can mourn the old person that we used to be. And it's hard. I've gone through it myself, just mourning the old person. But you've got to embrace who you are. This is who you are. And you're only just going to continue developing who you are as you go through life. You also may have a deep yearning for the meaning of life. I know myself, once I started on this journey, I continuously wanted to read every book I could, watch every movie I could, and I'm still in that phase. I'm still going and moving forward with that. You may feel that your creativity and, you may have increased inspiration, and you may have a need to realize your dreams. So if you haven't already realized your dreams, you may feel the need to move forward and really figure out your life purpose and what you want to do with the rest of your life. Another thing as well is you may become aware to the foods that you eat, because the foods that we eat empower the energy of our body. And if we're not eating healthy, we're not going to feel healthy either. So if you have more awareness on what you're putting in your body, you could be going through a spiritual awakening right now. Another thing as well is your lost interest in worrying, because your actions, they're simply based on love. They're not based on fear. They're based on, well, if I do this, what is the outcome? Is this going to be helpful or is this going to be negative? And coming from a space of love at all times. And the last thing I'll mention, because I don't want to put the video too long, is, a feeling of being connected to everything and everyone. And that is simply because we are all connected. We all have energy, no matter what it is. We are all connected. Humans, animals, nature, planet, the universe, we're all aligned. So I hope this has helped you if you've been a little confused recently, and perhaps thinking maybe you are going through some phase of life. It very well could be a spiritual awakening within your soul. So thank you so much. And if you'd love to connect with me, I am on Facebook, Shannon Marie Hipson, and I'd absolutely love to connect with you. And of course, you can check out my website as well at shannonhipson.ca. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.